listen, y'all are being warned. You're being told. We told y'all we weren't gonna be playing. We told y'all we was gonna get it in, and that's exactly what we're doing. No, this ain't personal.
What I want to know, Seiko, if I could real quick, like he was saying, why are these guys that were raised in the church, like Southside Rabbi, Ruslan, they come up with these testimonies of them being in some streets? I heard Ruslan talking about he was in and out of houses at 11 years old. Come on, man. It's almost like they making stuff up to try to make themselves compatible with somebody that's in the hip hop culture for real, because we know the hip hop culture, you know what I mean? It's death, man. The rap music is death. What they rap, you know, it influenced me as a young man. You know, I came up on the Chronic, you know, early 90s, crack gang. You know, I was in the federal system by the time I was, right before I turned 19 years old, I caught a 5-year bid. So, you know what I mean? Like, rap music influenced my mind, and it possessed me. If you'd asked me back then, I'd been like, nah, you're weak-minded if you let this music get a hold of you. But as I got older and I became a man, and now through my conversion, I see that, man, I was possessed, man. I was so influenced and so captivated by the world that I developed this Jesus in my mind that I said, oh, this is the Jesus right here that I'm thinking, instead of lining it up with the Bible like I should have, you know what I mean? So I think a big problem is these guys, they're all about, instead of them speaking out against who's this guy, Joe Buttons and all these other channels that these kids are going to go to, and it's going to confuse them. Instead of them staying in line and saying, oh, I'm against what Kendrick Lamar and these guys say, or I'm against this, because preach death at the end of the day. They have a line to where Ruslan's hoping he can make a beat for him or something down the road.
Dude,
like he cut a beat. I ain't gonna say nothing about y'all.
Hey, Keith, check this out. When you was in the streets, deep down in your silent moments, you knew that the Jesus that created and the stuff you was in your deep silent moments, you knew better. Because general revelation tells you that you know better. Dude, like I said, I was on tour with people. Dude, see, I tell people all the time, Tupac, Aaliyah, Left Eye, they all got God's provisional long suffering. Why you think Tupac put Exodus on his back? Common grace. But guess what? It wasn't enough to do him. It wasn't enough to help him, because you can intellectualize God all you want to, but unless you're born from above, you're going to create doing. I got this book over there called The Hermeneutical Quest. It's called The Hermeneutical Cycle. And you keep going through this cycle. And then after a while, you rationalize what's going on. But how is it? Tell me this. Hey, Ruslan, let's keep it 100. How you a thug when it comes to street life, but you a lamb when it comes to, or a wuss when it comes to the gospel? That ain't even biblical narrative. Peter was the same dude he was after he got saved, but he was the same dude for Christ. How you go from being a gangster in the streets and you turn into Michael Jackson when it comes to the church? That don't make no sense. How do all these dudes talk about, you know what, I'm this and I'm that? And I'm like, dude, your theology don't even represent what you were in the streets. Dude, I'm sitting up here and I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you come to Christ and you like, I give you all of me. I give you all of me. Man, sit your butt down and give him all of you. Instead of all this doggone panic crying to the left and to the right. Then all of a sudden when you start saying it, guess what you say? Well, God understands. God knows my heart. Yeah, he know your heart. He know you're lying. He know you're going to bust hell wide open. And Romans chapter 1 says when you stand before him, you're not going to have the booklet of apologia. You're not going to be able to say anything because you going to know it. Ruslan, you know what I'm saying is the truth. Now refute it. I'll wait.
So
you can cam up too. You can cam up.
Yeah, anybody that wants to come to the table is open. The feast is spread. Won't you come? Is there one? Is there one? Won't you come? The brothers are standing right here on both of my left and my right. We're waiting for you to come to refute what we're saying right now tonight. Will you come? Is there one? Okay. Now,